This is who would win if all of the zodiacs fought their opposite zodiac sign. First, we have Aries and their opposite sign, Libra. Now, both of these signs can be very emotionally manipulative, but the difference is Libra knows how to be manipulative and not get caught. So I'm gonna have to go with Libra on this one. Next, we have Taurus and Scorpio, both signs who love to overthink interactions, but Scorpio does it in a way where they act on it. Taurus will sometimes sit on their emotions, so I gotta go with Scorpio on this one. Next, we have Gemini and their opposite sign, Sagittarius. Now, I actually used the Astro app to help me out on this one because both of these signs are so similar, but it told me that Gemini is much more analytical while Sagittarius is much more emotional, and I'm gonna go with the analytical, so Gemini. Next, we have Cancer and Capricorn, both people who love to keep to themselves when it comes to like being organized and being like prepped and ready for anything. But I think I am going to lean more towards Capricorn on this one. Next, we have Leo and Aquarius. Now, I love both of these signs so dearly, but sometimes Aquarius can get too riled up, so I'm going to have to go with Leo. And last but most certainly not least, we have Virgo and Pisces. Both of these signs love to be very articulate and punctual, and they also love to be very serious about things that they hold very serious to themselves. But I think I'm going to go with Pisces because they're the most dynamic. The zodiac signs were throwing a birthday party for Aquarius when this sign got murdered. Libra! Oh my gosh, I mean, rest in peace, Libra. Libra's gone. We only have 11 zodiacs left. Okay, who found the body? Scorpio. Am I the only one who thinks Scorpio is like really shady for this? Now it's time to figure out who our investigator is. Please be someone smart. Oh my gosh. Virgo. Okay, Virgo is a very intelligent sign. They've got this, okay? Virgo better lock in, y'all. I'm not playing. Who's our first suspect gonna be? Aquarius. Oh, this makes sense because we have a solar eclipse in 5 days. I literally just looked it up on the Astro app, and this means Aquarius is going through a great change. Could this change be them going from free to prison? Yeah, go check out the Astro app to see how that solar eclipse is going to affect you. All right, now it's time to see who our second suspect is going to be. Let's go ahead and see. Taurus. Taurus is also getting affected by this solar eclipse, y'all. Ooh. We have Taurus and Aquarius looking shady, but who gets arrested? Let's see. Aries. Y'all, why do I feel like Aries didn't do it? Anyways, time to see who actually did murder. Gemini. Gemini murdered Libra? What? They're like good friends. I'm like truly shocked. But I hear tell that Gemini did not work alone. Who was their accomplice that helped them out? Leo. Gemini and Leo. Y'all, that is actually a deadly combination. No pun intended. And our last question of the day is who gets revenge for Libra? Who did not sit there and take it? Sagittarius said, you are not about to get away with this. And they clocked Gemini and clocked Leo. And justice, let's just say justice was served. A zodiac sign was just found murdered, but we're gonna find out who. Who was it? Taurus! Oh wow, we have a murder mystery on our hands. Let's get to the bottom of this. Okay, our first question we're gonna ask is who found Taurus's body? Who saw it? Pisces. Okay, low-key, that's traumatizing for Pisces. I hope y'all are doing good. Next, it's time to figure out who our investigator is. It has to be someone extremely smart, okay? Leo. Okay. Low-key, I think Leo could be good because they're good at talking to people so they could get that info. Let's see how good Leo really is. Who is their first suspect gonna be in this murder? Libra. Okay, I don't personally see Libra murdering Taurus, but okay, we'll trust Leo for now. Now it's time to see who our second suspect is. Who else could have murdered? Okay, Cancer. Oh, see, Cancer is just not the murderous type. I kind of disagree with this one. Let's just see who Leo ends up arresting. Maybe they'll do their big one with this, okay? Virgo! Okay, I could see Virgo murdering Taurus because, like, they would, but then they're both earth signs, so, like, would Virgo really do that? All right, it's time for the moment of truth, what we've been waiting for. Was Virgo the murderer? Who was it? Aries! Aries would murder Taurus. Leo, I know that Aries is your fire sign sister, but you gotta look inward, okay? But I'm hearing tell that Aries did not work alone in this murder, so which sign helped them out? Aquarius was the accomplice? Okay, this is also making sense in my brain. Aries and Aquarius would definitely team up. Our last question of the day is who gets revenge for this and locks Aries and Aquarius up? A Sagittarius. You know, I'm kind of surprised that Sag would, seeing as Aries, their fire sign sibling, you know, they ratted them out, but thank you, Sagittarius. Okay, you did your big one. A zodiac sign is missing because they've just been kidnapped. Who was it? Let's see. Virgo! I mean, wow. I guess we only have 11 zodiac signs now. So Virgo has been kidnapped, but who were they last seen with before all this happened? Sagittarius. Okay, Sagittarius is giving a little bit suspicious to me. I can't even lie. Now it's time to see who our investigator is. It needs to be someone who is really intelligent and has great intuition. Gemini. Gemini is very intelligent. Let's just hope that they don't let their emotions get in the way. All right, now it's time to see who our first suspect is. Who could have kidnapped Virgo? Pisces! Okay, this makes so much sense because Virgo just had a lunar eclipse last night. And what 4 signs of those affect? Pisces, Virgo, Gemini, and Sagittarius. And what did we just get? Those 4. Like, it's lining up too good. Like, that lunar eclipse is gonna affect everyone. Like, go check out the Astro app to see how it's gonna affect you. Because me personally, I'm feeling a lot more emotional recently. All right, now it's time to see who our second suspect is. So we have Pisces as our first, and our second is Aries. Okay, I could see Aries kidnapping Virgo, like they would. Now it's time to see who ends up getting arrested by Gemini. Who is it? Locked up. Capricorn. Oh, you know, I wouldn't expect this because Capricorn is also an earth sign like Virgo, but hey, maybe they made them mad. I don't know. Now it's time for the moment of truth. Who ended up being the kidnapper? Who was it? Sagittarius. Oh, Gemini, you should have known that they were last seen with them. But anyways, this sign helped them out. Scorpio and Sagittarius is a deadly combo. No pun intended, of course. And our last question is who ends up finding and saving Virgo's life at the end of the day? Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius, you really did your big one. You know, Aquarius is very intuitive, okay? They use their mind to figure it out. And let's just say, for those kidnapper and that accomplice, y'all are locked up for life, okay? One of the zodiac signs was taken and kidnapped at Leo's birthday party. Who was it? Aries. Y'all, moment of silence for Aries. Okay, next, who were they last seen with? Aquarius. Okay, so raise your hand if you're sus of Aquarius. I think we're all raising our hands. Anyways, who's our investigator? Taurus. Okay, Taurus is gonna crack this case. I believe in them. Their first suspect is gonna have to be someone who would not be compatible with Leo. Sagittarius. Okay, Sag could be compatible with Leo. They're both fire signs. And now for our second suspect, let's see who it is. Will Taurus be right? Libra. Now, Libra and Leo are not as compatible. I looked it up on the Astro app where you can type in like both signs and see how compatible they are, and it was not given. All right, now it's time to see who gets arrested and locked up for this kidnapping. Cancer. Wow. So I'm not gonna lie, I don't think it's Cancer, but anyways, who is the actual kidnapper? Let's see. Pisces. Wow, so it was Pisces the whole time, but who knew and didn't say a thing? Gemini. Gemini was working with Pisces on this one, okay. And our last question of the day is who gets revenge on Pisces for this kidnapping? Virgo. Virgo said, you're not about to hurt my bestie Leo like that. So I guess justice was served. Welcome to a Zodiac murder mystery where one of the Zodiac signs was murdered. Aries! So if you're an Aries out there, you just been murdered, okay? R.I.P. But anyways, who found the body? Leo! I know Leo was scared out their mind when they found the body. Anyways, who is our investigator? Pisces. Okay, Pisces has amazing intuition. I do think that they're also pretty smart, so I believe in them. Also, real quick, I have to tell you about this amazing new feature that the Astra app has where you can literally ask it to write you stories like how I did here, where I literally asked it to write me a murder mystery story, and it did. Okay, enough yapping, back to this story. Who is our first suspect going to be? Gemini! Gemini with 100% murder Aries, okay? And the second suspect is going to be Aquarius. Gemini and Aquarius, both air signs, oh yeah, they would murder a fire sign. Now it's time to figure out who gets arrested for this murder by Pisces, okay? Taurus. Pisces bestie, I hope you were right. Was Taurus the murderer? Who was it? Sagittarius. So Sagittarius just didn't get caught? Okay, who knew about it and didn't say anything? Virgo, okay. So, Sag and Virgo definitely would murder someone, but who gets revenge? Capricorn. Okay, so we lost one Zodiac with Aries, and now we lost Sagittarius too, because Capricorn got revenge, trust and believe. Welcome back to a Zodiac kidnapping mystery. Who got kidnapped? Capricorn! Okay, does anyone have Capricorn's location? Who were they last seen with? Aries! So Aries knows something that we all don't. Anyways, who's our investigator gonna be? Scorpio. Okay, great intuition. I think they can solve this case. Speaking of solving a case, I used the Astra app to write me a story about what would actually happen if Capricorn got kidnapped, and it literally did. Like, this is a crazy feature y'all gotta try out. All right, back to the T. Who is Scorpio's first suspect? Okay, Leo. I agree. Leo is shady, y'all, but Leo's not the only one. Who's the second suspect? Taurus. I also agree. We have Leo and Taurus as our suspects, but who ends up actually getting arrested for this kidnapping? Pisces. I disagree, okay? I just don't think Pisces would kidnap someone. Okay, who's the actual kidnapper? Cancer! I told y'all I did not think it was Pisces, but anyways, who is the accomplice that knew about it? Sagittarius. Okay, so Cancer and Sag were working together. This is not a dynamic duo, so I'm surprised. Our last question is, who gets revenge for this kidnapping? Let's see. Aquarius. Aquarius saves the day. Of course they do. This is what would happen if Gemini fought all of the Zodiac signs. Who would win? First, we have Gemini and Aries. Now, Aries is someone you don't want to mess with, but Gemini is the CEO of messing with people, so Gemini wins. Next, we have Taurus and Gemini. Taurus is the ground. They are so grounded and stern in what they stand in, and Gemini does not compat with that, so Taurus wins. Next is Gemini and Cancer. Cancer is too pure for this world. Gemini, they're messing them up. Gemini wins. And I know you're probably wondering, Daily, how do you know this? Well, I asked the Astra app to tell me a rundown of who would win in these matchups, and it literally did. Like, y'all gotta try it out. Next is Gemini and Leo. Leo is the most similar to Gemini, okay? But I think that Gemini wins because of that. Next is Gemini and Virgo. Now, Virgo is also very stern like Taurus is, but Virgo can get rage baited, and Gemini loves to rage bait, so Gemini. Next is Gemini and Libra. They are both probably the two most social signs, and I think that Libra beats Gemini in this. Next is Gemini and Scorpio. Scorpio is so crazy energy, and Gemini's crazy too. But I think Scorpio wins this. All right, now we're back to Gemini and Sagittarius. These two are opposite signs, so they're very similar, but also very different. I think that Gemini wins this. Now we have Gemini versus Capricorn. Capricorn is also a grounded sign, the opposite of what Gemini is. But I do think that Gemini takes the win in this. Now we have Gemini and another air sign, Aquarius. Now these two are very similar. I do think I'm gonna go with Aquarius on this. And last is Gemini and Pisces. Pisces is sweet, loving, kind, considerate, and Gemini can be that half the time, but the other half they are not. So Gemini wins. All right, y'all, let me know in the comments which sign y'all want to see fight all of the Zodiacs next, okay? Alert, the purge has begun. Oh, this is too good. I got a whole hit list ready. I got my ex best friend. I got this random lady that decided to run my ankles over with a grocery cart in the middle of Walmart. Like, what was her name? Rebecca? Yeah, Rebecca, count your days, okay? Y'all are over here fighting each other when I'm just gonna be fighting for this food. I mean, in this economy, hello. Hey, could you give me those Doritos? No, these are mine. No, you're gonna give them to me, okay? No, come on. Oh, oh, oh. Oh my goodness, I just had to clock someone for a bag of Doritos. Oh my gosh, you blew up the school. This is crazy. I mean, definitely not me. I would never put 32 pounds of TNT in the bottom of the basement and then blow it up so that we would never have to go to school again. Are you okay? It's just a bummer. Woo! Guess what? I just stole this Lamborghini. We're going 300 miles an hour down the back road. Okay, I've only hit like 4 people, which I think is pretty good. Okay, so we are in the middle of a bank heist, okay? While y'all are over here, you know, clocking each other and stealing food, I'm stealing this money. Dollar bills, okay? Yes! Everyone's saying purge this, purge that. How about we purge this party, okay? The zodiac signs were at Taurus's birthday party when one of them got taken and kidnapped. Taurus! Oh my gosh, I mean, Taurus has been snatched. Getting kidnapped at your own birthday party is crazy work, but who are they last seen with? Gemini! Oh! Gemini must know something. Y'all know Gemini is always up to some mess. All right, now it's time to see who our investigator is. Who is going to crack this case? Okay, Libra. Libra's actually really smart, thank God, so I trust them. Okay, now it's time to see who our first suspect is. It needs to be a sign who would cause some drama. Virgo! Okay, this is making sense because Mercury is in Gemini right now, which means guess what? A lot of these signs, like Virgo, are feeling extra drama. This Mercury in Gemini, though, is not just going to be affecting Geminis. For instance, I went to that Astra app, I clicked on the astrological events profile, and I asked it, how is Mercury in Gemini going to affect me as a Gemini? And it told me that there should be some drama in my life, so I need to beware and ready. So if you want to get ready, you better go to that Astra app and ask it today, because this stuff matters, okay? Like, it's serious. Okay, now we're back to this. Our second suspect is going to be Sagittarius. Okay. I could get behind this, actually. They would. Now it's time to see who ends up getting arrested, locked up behind bars. Scorpio! Oh! Scorpio is the opposite sign of Taurus. I just remembered that, so they low-key could. Now it's time to see the moment of truth. Who was the kidnapper? Let's see. Gemini! Oh my gosh! So that's gonna be my bad. Okay, I'm gonna take full credit on that one as a Gemini. That's my bad. Okay, but I'm hearing tell that Gemini did not work alone. This sign was their accomplice. Sagittarius. Okay, so Sagittarius wasn't completely innocent. Those two worked together, which is interesting because they're opposite signs. And our last question of the day is who gets revenge, saves the day? Who saved Taurus? Virgo. Virgo, the fellow earth sign, saved their bestie Taurus. And let's just say justice was served. All right, a zodiac sign was just taken and kidnapped. Let's see who it was. Libra. Oh, for what? What did Libra do? All right, now it's time to figure out who were they last seen with before they were taken and snatched. Gemini. Okay, so as a Gemini, I know it's looking bad, but I swear I didn't do nothing. Like, please. All right, now it's time to see who our investigator is. It's gotta be someone with some brains. Okay, Capricorn. Capricorn has that intuition. They read people. I trust them. All right, now it's time to see who our first suspect is. It's gotta be someone who's a little bit shady. Cancer. Oh, okay, so hear me out though. Pluto is entering retrograde in Aquarius, and this is making signs that you think would be so sweet, like Cancer, do crazy things. Like, a retrograde is always crazy. Like, for instance, I went to that Astra app, I clicked on that astrological events profile, and I asked it, how is Pluto entering retrograde in Aquarius going to affect me as a Gemini? And thankfully, I am gonna be a little bit okay. It's gonna be a little bit less dramatic for me, but y'all gotta check it out so y'all can stay safe, okay? All right, now it's time to see who our second suspect is. Who else could it have been? Scorpio. Oh, you know, I'm never gonna put something past a Scorpio. All right, now it's time to see who was arrested, locked up, put behind bars. Taurus. What did Taurus do? Dang, I guess they were a little bit shady. Well, let's see who was right. Was it Taurus? Were they the kidnapper? Aquarius. This Pluto in retrograde, we should have known that it was Aquarius all along. They are doing crazy stuff right now. Wow. Well, I'm hearing tell that Aquarius did not work alone. This sign helped them out. Scorpio. Okay, so, Capricorn wasn't completely wrong. And our last question of the day is who saves Libra's life at the end of the day? Libra. They saved their own life. Oh, okay, perfect. Welcome back to another Zodiac murder mystery where one of the signs was murdered. Aquarius. Looks like we're down to 11 Zodiac signs. Anyways, who found the body? Sagittarius. I know Sag was scared to death after finding that body. Anyways, who's our investigator? Pisces. Pisces has amazing intuition. They're gonna crack this case. Their first suspect is Virgo. Before I get to the second suspect, I want to tell you this fun feature that Astra has where you can literally ask it to type you a story using the Zodiac signs and it will literally write you one. Like, go check it out. Okay, back to the tea. Who is our second suspect going to be? Let's figure this out. Capricorn. So Capricorn and Virgo, both earth signs, shady. Who ends up getting arrested? Leo. Leo is Aquarius's opposite sign, but who is the murderer? Let's find out. Taurus. Taurus murdered Aquarius. This is insane. Anyways, who is the accomplice? Aries. So Aries and Taurus were working together. Okay. Who gets revenge? Gemini. Gemini gets revenge for their fellow air sign Aquarius, and justice is served. Taurus and Aries are locked up forever. Thank you, next. Alert! A Zodiac murder mystery just happened, and this sign was just murdered. Sagittarius, no! I mean, rest in peace. Okay, now let us find out who they were last seen with before they got, murdered. Aries! Okay, Aries is a little suspicious. Like they totally would do something, so they're on my list. Speaking of lists, this is who our investigator is gonna be. It needs to be someone smart. Gemini. Okay, Gemini is an intuitive sign. I mean, I would know I am one, so I have faith in them. Okay, now it's time to see who our first suspect is gonna be. Let's see who it is. Libra. Okay, I'm actually really shocked at this, but I'm gonna choose to believe Gemini because Venus is entering Gemini right now, and that means a lot of signs are getting a big boost in intelligence. So hey, maybe they know something we don't. In fact, I went to the Astra app, I went to the astrological events profile, and I typed in and asked it, how is Venus entering Gemini going to affect me as a Gemini? And it said me and a lot of you other signs out there are going to get a huge mental boost, a lot of clarity, which is good, okay? So I recommend going to the Astra app and checking out how this Venus entering Gemini is going to affect you. All right, we're back. Who is our second suspect going to be? Let's see. Cancer. Libra and Cancer. Gemini, I'm really gonna choose to believe you right now. Now it's time to see who ends up getting arrested for this murder. Who's locked up? Taurus. Oh, I'm a little shocked, but Taurus, I hope you like wearing orange because you're gonna be wearing a lot of it, okay? All right, now it's time to see who the actual murderer was. Who was it? Capricorn! Oh my gosh, wait, no! Capricorn was a little bit too sly. Gemini did not catch them, but their accomplice was Cancer. Okay, so Gemini did know who the accomplice was, but you did not know the murderer. So close though. And for our last question of the day is who gets revenge for this murder and saves the day? Leo. Leo said, Sagittarius, you will be avenged. So say thank you, Leo.